Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's G from Happiness and Crafting. So today, Friday Freebie Day, we are on number 188. So this week I thought I would share a little bit of my art with you. So I have scanned in some work that I did last week, which were these lovely little sort of postcards and journal cards that I made on watercolor paper, which are absolutely gorgeous. I love them. So I scanned them in and I just loved the look of them, so I thought I would share them with you for your Friday freebie, which are lovely. So we've got 5 on here, 2 bigger ones and then 3 smaller ones. So we've got lovely cake, cup of tea, little teapot with the cup and saucer on there, but I just think they're really lovely. And you can see when you print them off, you can see the fabric on there as well, which is lovely. And for our lovely Ko-fi members or Ko-fi supporters, I've got the other ones for you that I did, and I've got some blank ones, so you can add your own little bit to it. So if you bought the sort of like the tea time set, you can add, you know, little fussy cuts to it and make them up yourself. So I thought that was really nice. And if you're not into sort of like the tea and coffee, these are still really nice to go into any shabby journal that you're doing. Or like if you're a card maker, you can pop them on top of cards or something like that. So there we go. I'm going to show you what I have, how I've sort of like embellished them. So on this one I just love, because it's the little cake, and all as I've done, I popped my little diamantes along the edge of the cake board like that, which is just beautiful, isn't it? So that's that one. This one I've just popped a little bit of lace, little diamante on there, and then tea, milk and 2 sugars. So these are the little words from the kit. This one says Darjeeling, so that's a little tea one. I have backed them with a little bit of tea coffee stain paper. Now they are already sewn around. Let me just show you. If you can see here, I sewn around them and they're on there like that, so you don't need to sew if you don't sew on them. But I did go around it again because I sewed on some paper on there. So we've got little lace, few little diamantes. I've had a little bit of bling to these because I think the journal's going to be a little bit blingy as well. This one I've got the little teapot and teacup, and that says teapot, and I've just popped a little eyelet in there which goes through, which I love. So that just wiggles around. And then on this one I've just popped afternoon tea and a little bit of cheesecloth on there. So loving them. So I've got some bits and pieces ready, so I shall show you what we are going to do. So these ones I've done a little bit different because, like I said, I've popped tea stain paper on the back of these and I printed on 160 GSM paper. These ones I haven't. I'm not going to sew around these ones. These ones I've printed onto 250 GSM paper, and I printed some of my tea stain papers on the back, the tea and coffee one that I have, the backing papers. So they are just a little bit thicker, and I don't have to do any sewing because it's already got it around it. So all I'm going to do is just do a little bit of quick inking around the edge. Let's start off with this the little tea one, shall we? But I just love these, and I think they're just a really nice little one to go into your journals. Nice little pocket filler, aren't they? So let's just quickly ink around. I should have done that before, but never mind. So, and then I've got a few sort of like little words that I'm going to pop on as well to do that. Again, you don't have to put these, you just print them off and pop them in your journal. They don't have to add anything to them, but I just thought it would be quite nice to just add another dimension to it, because this is sort of like really looks like it's very tactile already, but adding another little bit of fabric, a little bit of bling on there would be quite nice, I think. So, and I have a feeling that my tea time journal is going to be quite a big whopper, I believe, because I've got lots of things that I would like to pop into it. Right, so what should we start with? Now, I did have, I'm just going to go and get my little bit of chain to pop on there, so 2 seconds. There we go. I forgot I had taken them downstairs. So I popped them in. I don't know whether you saw my organising video a couple of days ago, but I've just organised some of my beads and things and chain and put them in these lovely little containers so I can see everything and it's a little bit easier. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take that. Maybe we can go for this little chain. This is just chain that you can pick up. You can pick up from lots of different places. Oh, I might put the purpley one on so it's not the same. But I did get this from Temu, and it's really quite inexpensive there. Let me just cut it off there so that we've got a little bit that fits. Let's see if these pliers will work. I think I left my other ones downstairs. There we go, that little bit. So loving the little blingy bits at the moment. Like I said before, I'm a bit of a magpie at the moment, and I've got a couple of little other plain ones on there. So all I'm going to do on this one's going to be really, really simple. And I'm going to stick it on with a little bit of tacky glue. So let's just make sure this is working. There we go. Don't think I left this open. So just run a little bit of tacky glue, and I put tacky glue on this one, and it's on there pretty hard. So I'm really pleased with that. I did test it out just to make sure it did work. And then just move that along and sit that on there. So I'm hoping you can see that like that. So it just gives a little bit of dimension to it, like that. So it's lovely. So we will leave that. And the glue dries clear, so I don't need to worry about it, any of the bits sort of like oozing out. So that's that one. Pop that one to the side. So again, like I said, you don't have to add anything to them if you don't want to, because they are just journal cards. Now, when you cut them out, they're not, they might be a little bit wonky because they're sort of like the handmade, like this. It's not properly straight. So be aware of that if you're going to cut them with like a guillotine or something. So let's have a look. Should we do this one? Now I've got some bits and pieces. Now I've got this as well. Look at that. This is just lovely, isn't it? It's sort of like a really nice, it's sort of like rose gold colour, but it's sort of like, would match like tea, if you know what I mean. So it's sort of like the tea colours, which is lovely. But what I'm going to do, I've just picked up some little bits from my little scrap pile, or the bits that I'm going to actually be using. Oh, that's nice, isn't it? In the journal. Actually, that's like quite nice, isn't it? You don't really need anything on there. What have we got? Tea time? Maybe I don't need that. Should we just do it like that? Nice and simple. So yeah, just if you are making a tea time for tea journal, and you've sort of like gathered up all your little bits and pieces, try and incorporate the fabrics that you're going to be using on the cards, or any of the embellishments that you're going to use. I'm just going to stick this on with a little bit of glue gun, because, oh god, just do my thing for a minute, because then it all sort of like coordinates quite nicely, doesn't it then? Oh god, me and glue is just a nightmare. There we go. Just a little bit of glue gun. It's only so it's because it's quick for me. Look at that. Super, super simple, isn't it? And lovely. Really, really lovely. So we've got the little bit of lace on this side, which does look very tactile on there. A little bits. Maybe I'll just chop these little bits off. There we go. Okay, so that's 2 of them. Let's make this one. What should we pop on here? What should we have? I've got a couple of little things on here. Right, let's find some words to go on these. What should we have? English breakfast tea? Oh, we could put that one on there, couldn't we? Then we could have, it's tea time, and then we'll have, oh look, the cup of tea. That's what I was going to put on this one, wasn't it? Look at that. Where should we put that? Just up there or there? Well, I might pop it up there because I did the other one in the bottom. So a little bit of ink just to get rid of those little white edges, like that. What shall we put underneath? I keep getting drawn to that. I think it's only because it's shiny. I put that on the other one, so maybe we'll just go for a little bit of white lace. So we just have a little bit of this. There we go. That's quite nice, isn't it? See, I don't mind if they sort of like hang off the edge a little bit. It looks quite good. Oh, what was I going to do? I was going to put it up here, was I? Gosh, I can't even remember. What do you reckon? That looks good, doesn't it? Because I don't want it to be the same as the other one. We need a little bit of difference in there. Which way round? Like that. Scrunch it up a bit. Oh gosh. There we go. Lovely. Lovely, lovely. So yes, if you're not on Facebook, the last set of 4, so all of the sort of like tea time themes are in Etsy now. So you can go over and pick those up. But if you're in Facebook, just pop over and they are free to download on there. So if you want to be part of the Facebook group, Happiness and Crafting, you can pop along, links are under the video, and you can print these off for free. And there's probably another 10 weeks, I think, in there. So the last 10 weeks of Friday Freebies will be in there as well. Right, I'm going to pop these on, then I'm going to go back and add a little bit of bling to them, I think. Let's do tea time. Now I think I might quite like, because I did this, the little dingly dangly on this one, and I quite like that. So do you think we'll be able to do it on this one? I think so, don't you? So what shall we pop it behind? Shall we pop a little bit of this velvet? What do you think? That might look quite nice. I think I'll get an eyelet through there. Because you'll put it through the whole thing. Maybe I will. Let's chop this off. There we go. Now I'm going to just, because it's velvet, I'm just going to sort of like melt this end bit, but be very careful. It just sort of like melts together and it stops it from fraying. I already did that one. Okay, let's going to stick that on there. I'm not sure whether that will work, but let's get rid of this bit, and then we will pop a little eyelet through it. Would you think that's going to be too thick? I think that will be too thick to go on there. Well, we'll give it a go, shall we? We will find out whether it is too thick or not. I'm not going to put glue right to the top because I want to pop a little eyelet in there. Go up. There we go. Right, where's my crocodile? Here we go. Let's see, shall we? I'm going to use the bigger one. Ooh, that's gone through. Chop these little bits. Lovely. Okay. Then we need to pop a little hole in here. Sort of close to the top, don't we? Maybe I should have gone through all of them. There we go. Oh, what's that little crystal? Okay, there we go. Right, eyelets. Okay, they are sat on my desk. Look, let's have a look. What shall we pop on there? Shall we pop this blue one on there? What do you reckon? That's quite big. That looks quite big, doesn't it? Oh, it might be a bit too big. Let's go for this blue one. Oh, and then we have a little one of these. What shall we pop on there? Let's see. Now, these ones, these little embellishments, I did also get from Temu. But you can get them on Amazon, so if you don't like shopping on Temu, you can get them from Amazon as well. I do have a link in my Amazon storefront. So which is my Amazon storefront is in my website. It's on my website, and all the links are down below, so you can go and take a little peek. There we go. That looks nice, doesn't it? Not sure whether it's going to be a movable one. Okay, so I have got I have to remember to tell you which ones they're on. So the top one is number 4 and the bottom number is number 2, and that's for the 3/16 of an inch hole. Let's make sure. Pop that on. I don't want to squash it too tight. There we go, it moves, but I don't want to. That's on properly. That's lovely. So that does move, so you can sort of like pop it up there like that. Lovely, lovely, lovely. That's worked. Let's pop a little jump ring. Do you think that will fit? I think that's big enough. Put those on top of there. Let's see. Let's have our little teapot hanging off. Oh, just about, I think. Oops. Hook onto there. There we go. There we go. So we've got little dingly dangly off there, and then we've got time for tea. Love it. Isn't that just so cute? So simple. With all the little bits you've got, but it's lovely. But again, you can add a little bit more lace to them, whatever you like to do. So let's do this last one. Getting all of these all muddled up. Let's pop that over there. Right, what shall we do with this? Shall we just have English breakfast tea on there? A little bit of ink. There we go. So I've got some of my journal ready, papers anyway. So I think I will sort of like make up the journal before the cover, because I always make the covers way too small. And I know this one's going to be quite a big chunky. I want to use a little bit of this because I just think that's lovely. Let's just chop this off. So yes, I will do a video over the weekend and get that sorted. Oh look, it's got lots of little bits of glitter coming off here. Should we scrunch that up? A little bit of bling. Yes, I think so. I think we can have a little bit of blingy on here. Pop that down. Stick that down. And we'll pop this on top. There we go. Just lovely. Look at that. Fabulous. And this is just stick on the end. Right. Loving these. Now I'm going to add just a few little crystally bits. Not to this one. We don't need any more on this one. But that's quite nice, isn't it? Do you think? I quite like this. What do you think that would look like on there? I think I would probably put that on there if I sewed it on. I quite like that, but maybe I could put it on this one that I made, which I've already sewn on, and then sew that on, because that looks quite nice, doesn't it? I can always add more, can't I, to these. So what was I doing? Forgotten now. No, didn't want that one, do we? Because that doesn't need any more bling on it. So let's just... I've got these lovely little ones from BB Crafts. So these are just some really nice little colourful ones there. But I'm just going to go for the bigger, plainer ones, I think. I'm just going to tip a couple out. Oops. It's a bit more than a couple. But loving them. This is my little pick-up pencil, which came in the set. This comes in the set with these. I'll pop a link down below, because this is... I always thought these pencils, I've never used one of these pencils before, I always thought they were very sticky, but it's not. It's very strange, I don't know, but it does pick them up. Like that, well, it does. There we go. It's just like a pencil. Right, glue. Let me stop talking and get on with what I'm supposed to be doing. Do we want bling on this one? see, I don't know whether we do. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll just add it to a little bit of these. Just a little dab of glue. Just like that. Just 3 little bits. Then add these little ones just to the top. Like that. Oops. There you go. Perfect. There's one. What should we pop on this one? Should we just have a couple down here? Maybe we'll just have a little, just 2 little randoms. Pop that down. Pop that one just there. There we go. Lovely. And then this one. What should we have on here? I think I might just put them down here. Just a little odd number I think looks good. So we'll just pop 3 little dobs of glue on there. And then pick these up. Nope, round the wrong way. Flick, flick. You want to turn over? There we go. Turn them over. This is a bit that they don't turn over, do they? So you get them stuck everywhere. I don't want you... Oh dear. This is fun, isn't it? There we go. Sometimes when you just sort of like flick it at the edge like that, they will sort of like flip over. There we go. We don't need you now. There we go. Look at those. They are lovely, aren't they? I'm just going to quickly pop these back. There we go. Perfect. So there we go, guys. I just love them. Absolutely love them. So they are super simple, super easy to do. I hope you like them because I just think they are lovely. So a little bit of my artwork for you this week. So that's those 5 there. So I have these ones here. So these are just a little bit thinner. So this one is quite sturdy. So like I said, this is 250 GSM paper, which I've printed on the back as well. And I think that's quite good. But this one is 160, and I popped, I think it's just an 80 GSM paper, which I've coffee stained on there. So they are just, you don't want them majorly thick in there anyway, do you? But I'm loving them. I think they are really lovely. And that's the difference. So you've got little white on there, and you've got like the purple on there. I suppose you could add a little bit of stickers on there as well if you wanted to. But there we go. So there we go, guys. That is your Friday freebie. Don't forget, they are all, if you're not on Facebook, they are in the Etsy shop now. But if you're on Facebook, pop along, print them off, or save them to your device, and then you can use them at a later date. You don't have to obviously use them all in the same time. But there we go, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a fantastic weekend. I know this weekend is Mother's Day in America. I thought it was last week, which is the same as Portugal, but it wasn't. So I hope you all have a fabulous day. Take care, stay safe, and I will see you soon. All right, guys. Bye-bye.